So, once again, very good morning. Let's have a quick recap of the story The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. So, we see that how it's an interesting story written by Ruskin Bond. And here he is talking about his grandfather, that how he was fond of keeping pets, right? So, one day he bought a small monkey from a Tonga driver and he bought it for 5 rupees. He named it Toto. So it was a pretty monkey. His small, shining eyes were full of mischief. Very notorious, very naughty monkey it was. His teeth were white like pearls, and his hands looked as if they were dried, but his fingers were very quick in action, right? So the narrator he says that the monkey was very quick in action. And the grandmother, she did not like the grandfather's pet animals. So the coming of Toto, it was actually kept a secret from her for some time. And first of all, he was kept in the little closet which opened into the narrator's bedroom. And he was tied to a peg there on the wall. But few hours later, the narrator found a change in his bedroom. And what was that? Toto, he had freed himself by pulling out the peg and removed all the wallpaper of the bedroom. है ना? So he had even torn the narrator's school blazer. And it was quite interesting for the narrator to know that the grandfather did not get angry. Instead, he shows satisfaction that the pet monkey was quite smart and active, clever. And then after the mess in the narrator's room, Toto was transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarter. Some other animals of grandfather's private zoo were also kept there, and it included a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, squirrel, a pet goat as well. But the monkey did not allow the animals to sleep that night peacefully. And the next day, the grandfather he had to go to Saharanpur to get his pension. And this is a very humorous incident that happens there. And as Toto was very mischievous, and grandmother also did not know about the existence of Toto, so he decided to take Toto along with him. And he got a big canvas bag, puts Toto into it, and the bag was too strong that Toto he could not bite or tear it. Toto remained in the bag for some time, but at the gate, when the grandfather he was showing ticket to the ticket collector, Toto he somehow put his head out of the bag and he smiled at the ticket collector. The ticket collector he told the grandfather that he would be charged for carrying a dog. Now the ticket collector he was following the rule book, and as per rule book, the quadruped animal were considered as a dog. So the ticket collector, he was adamant there, he was stubborn, and he charged three rupees extra for the monkey, believing it to be a dog as per the rule. So this was a humorous and funny incident that happened at the Saharanpur railway station. And finally, we see that how the grandmother, she accepted Toto and he was given a room in the stable. और टोटो को दादी माँ ने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया था एंड उसे स्टेबल में अस्तबल में रहने की जगह दी गई थी. So we will start from here today. Yes. So on Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. Of course, grandfather, he knew that Toto was a mischievous monkey. Definitely, he would do some mischief also. He was a little worried also for Toto as well, whether he was comfortable or not. So he went to check in the stable there. And to his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause pulling at her halter. Nana is the female donkey there, and apparent cause means clear cause. ठीक ठीक से पता नहीं चल रहा था, but the grandfather he saw that Nana was disturbed. She was pulling at her halter. Halter कहते हैं जो strap होती है, जो रस्सी बंधी हुई होती है गले में जानवरों के, and she was pulling it, trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. Hay होती है सूखी घास, straw. So she was trying to pull herself away from the bundle of hay that was kept there. Grandfather was little confused why Nana was doing such a thing. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches. नाना को ऐसे बिहेव करते देख ग्रैंडफादर ने उसके haunches means बैक पे, उसके बैक पे जोर से स्लैप किया, थपकी दी. शी जर्क्ड बैक, और वो झटके से पीछे को हट गई, ड्रैगिंग टोटो विद हर। और निकल के क्या आया, टोटो साथ में था वहां पर, और क्या कर रहा था, ही हैड फास्टेंड ऑन टू हर लॉन्ग ईयर्स विद हिज शार्प लिटिल टीथ। So Toto was actually biting the ears of Nana, and that's why Nana was disturbed. Nana परेशान थी, क्यों? क्योंकि टोटो उसे तंग कर रहा था, and that's why she was continuously pulling herself away from the hay, the dried grass that was kept there, because Toto was hiding there and he was biting the ears of Nana. उसने कस के नाना के ears को पकड़ा हुआ था अपने छोटे छोटे दांतों से. Toto and Nana never became friends, and the narrator said that उनमें कभी भी दोस्ती नहीं हुई. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. और टोटो का एक और किस्सा है जो अब नरेटर सुनाते हैं कि उसे विंटर इवनिंग्स में गरम गरम गुनगुने पानी से नहाना बड़ा पसंद था. और वो पानी जो था नहाने के लिए, द ग्रैंड मदर शी वुड प्रिपेयर फॉर हिम, एंड वार्म वाटर में she would give him in a bowl of warm water, and thus Toto, he enjoyed taking evening baths in the winter evenings. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand. Cunning means chalaki se, cleverly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath, first one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing. अब देखिए, अगर गर्म पानी से आप नहाते हो तो आप सीधे ही नहीं गर्म पानी जग में लेकर नहाना शुरू कर देते हो, मग में लेकर, राइट? यू जस्ट फर्स्ट टेस्टेड वेदर द टेम्परेचर इज ऑल राइट और नॉट, वेदर इट इज ल्यूक वार्म और नॉट. So this Toto monkey had seen the narrator doing things this way, checking the temperature of the water and then taking bath. So he would also cleverly do the same. He would test the temperature with his hand, then gradually, slowly step into the bath. और कैसे स्टेप करता था? पहले एक पैर, फिर दूसरा पैर, until he was into water up to his neck. So इस तरह से वो पानी के अंदर घुस जाया करता था. पहले वो चेक करता था टेम्परेचर पानी का, then he would take his first foot inside and then the other one, and would sit there. The water would come up to his neck. Once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over. So जब वो comfortably settle हो जाता था उस बोल के अंदर, then he would start using the soap. अपने हाथों में, पैरों में, he would rub the soap all over. So when the water became cold, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. So जब पानी जो था वो ठंडा हो जाता था, then he would get out of the bowl and move to the kitchen fire. किचन में जहां आग जल रही होती थी, he would run there as quickly as possible so that he could dry himself. So see the cleverness of the monkey, how the monkey copied the narrator, and then after taking bath, he would even run to the kitchen fire to dry himself up. If anyone laughed at him during this performance, Toto's feelings would be hurt and he would refuse to go on with his bath. So अगर कोई उसको इस तरह से करते देख हंस देता था तो टोटो अपना नहाना बंद कर देता था, and that way टोटो जो था वो नाराज हो जाता था. So he would resent, he would refuse to take bath if anybody laughed at him. So देखिए कितना वो mischievous था, कितना clever था. And one day Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. So there is another incident, very humorous one, where the narrator shares that how he almost boiled himself in the boiling water. और ये किस्सा क्या है? A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. So once what happened is that Toto, he went into the kitchen and he saw large kitchen kettle which was kept on the fire for tea. उसमें पानी था जिसे boil करने के लिए रखा था. And Toto ने क्या किया? उसको और कुछ दिखा नहीं. He decided of taking a bath there. So he removed the lid of the kettle. So finding himself with nothing better to do, he decided to remove the lid. Finding the water just warm enough for bath, He got in. So when he checked the temperature of the water, it was lukewarm, it was sufficient enough to take a bath. He got inside that kettle with his head sticking out from the open kettle. So he submerged himself into that kettle. वो पूरा kettle के अंदर घुस गया. Just his head sticking out of the open kettle. उसका सिर्फ चेहरा बाहर दिख रहा था. This was just fine for a while. So everything was good, going on well, but then things became worse when the water began to boil. लेकिन चीजें बिगड़ने लगी. क्या हुआ? पानी उबलने लगा. Now you can just imagine what would have happened. So जब पानी उबलने लगा, this was just fine. So Toto then raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again. So जब पानी उबलने लगा, he decided to come out. But जैसे ही वो ऊपर को उठा, बाहर का टेम्परेचर तो ठंडा था. It was cold outside, so he again sat down again. He continued hopping up and down for some time. और इस तरह से वो काफी देर तक ऊपर नीचे हॉप करता रहा, वो जंप करता रहा. He wanted to come out but could not, as it was quite cold outside, and he would again go inside, but the water was boiling. He could not sit on the boiling water, so he would hop again. वो फिर से jump करता था. This way he was jumping, hopping, until grandmother arrived and hauled him half boiled out of the kettle. So he was rescued by the grandmother. When she came into the kitchen, she saw Toto jumping up and down into that kettle. She just hauled him. Hauled him means pulled him out. उन्होंने उसे खींच कर बाहर निकाला. And तब तक जो टोटो था, he was half boiled. वो आधा उबल चुका था. कहने का मतलब है उसे काफी सारे ब्रूसेस आ चुके थे. गर्म पानी से उसे चोट लग गई थी. So she took him out of the kettle and he was rescued just in time. So if there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. So क्या कहते हैं नरेटर कि टोटो का जो माइंड था, इट वाज ऑलवेज लुकिंग फॉर वन मिसचीफ और द अदर. सो कहते हैं कि अगर बात करें टोटो के दिमाग की, तो उसमें जो दिमाग का हिस्सा सबसे ज्यादा जो डेवलप हुआ था, एंड दैट वाज डिवोटेड टू मिसचीफ. सो वो और कुछ नहीं सोचता था, सारा दिन बस मिसचीफ के बारे में सोचता रहता था. एंड वन डे व्हाट हैपेंड, whenever one of my, so he was always tearing things to pieces. तो वो अक्सर चीजें तो tear करता हुआ पाया जाता था, खराब करता हुआ पाया जाता था. He would destroy things in the house. So whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of a dress and tear a hole in it. So he would irritate people. So whenever the narrator's aunts, they would visit him, he would just try to make hole in their dresses. So this way he used to disturb people, create mischief, and irritate people in the house. One day at lunchtime, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. So another incident which is shared here by the narrator, and he talks about the day when at lunchtime pulao was made and the ready pulao was kept on the dining table at the center. We entered the room to find Toto stuffing himself with rice. And as they entered the room, they saw that Toto was already present there and he was eating the rice. Stuffing means filling up his mouth. उसके मुंह जो था वो भर भर के वो राइस खाने में लगा हुआ था. So that way, when people they entered into the dining room, they saw that Toto was already enjoying the pulao there. He was eating rice. My grandmother screamed. Obviously, grandmother को तो देखकर गुस्सा आना ही था, and she just screamed. वो जोर से चिल्लाई. And Toto, what he did? Toto threw a plate at her. Toto ने क्या किया? जैसे ही दादी माँ ने जोर से चिल्लाया, उसने क्या किया? एक प्लेट उठाकर उनकी तरफ दे मारा. He just threw a plate at her. One of my aunts rushed forward. तो उनकी जो आंटी आई हुई थी वहां पर, उनमें से एक जब आगे की ओर बढ़ी, received a glass of water in the face. Toto, he threw a glass of water at one of the aunts of the narrator. When grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made his exit through the window. So when the grandfather arrived there, Toto, he just ran out of the room from the window, through the window, and he escaped from there, taking the dish of pulao along with him. और वो वहां से भागने में कामयाब हो जाता है, लेकिन साथ में वो पूरी डिश को लेकर भाग जाता है पुलाव की. We found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree. आप देखिए ये jackfruit tree है. jackfruit को हिंदी में कहते हैं कटहल का पेड़. So this is the jackfruit here. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर jackfruits लगे हुए हैं. So he ran to that tree there. और वो jackfruit की branches में बैठा पाया गया. The dish still in his arms. और अभी भी उसके हाथों में वो पुलाव की डिश रखी हुई थी. He remained there all afternoon, eating slowly through the rice. So he did not come down. He climbed up on the jackfruit tree and remained there all afternoon, eating the rice there. And then, in order to spite grandmother, spite means to annoy, grandmother को चिढ़ाने के लिए, who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. क्योंकि दादी माँ उस पर चिल्लाई थी. So just to annoy her, make her angry, what he did, he just threw the dish down. उसने वो सारी प्लेट जो थी नीचे फेंक दी, and the plate it broke into pieces, hundreds of pieces. Now the narrator, he saw that obviously Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. Even grandfather realized that. So obviously means evidently it was clear with the mischiefs created by Toto that he was not the sort of pet. Sort of means kind of pet that could be tamed at house, that could be kept as a pet at home, and they could not keep him for long. वो उसे ज्यादा दिनों तक घर पे नहीं रख सकते थे, because he was actually creating nuisance, destroying things at home. Even grandfather realized that. Grandfather को भी इस बात का एहसास था. He even began to realize that Toto could not be kept in the house for long. We were not well-to-do. Well-to-do means not rich enough, that and could not afford the frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains, and wallpaper. So they were not so rich that they could bear the loss of the clothes, curtains, wallpapers, etc. And at last, grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. So ye decide kiya दादाजी ने कि somehow he should find the Tonga driver. And he found the Tonga driver and he sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. So dear students, here the story ends where the narrator, he shares various incidents that how they had to face different kind of mischief created by Toto, the monkey which was brought at home by the grandfather. Although grandfather, he was an animal lover, but the way Toto had created mischief there, they could not keep Toto for long in their house, and Toto had to be returned back to the Tonga driver, and he was sold back only for 3 rupees. देखिए नुकसान भी सहकर दादाजी ने उसे बेच दिया 3 रुपए में. 5 रुपए में खरीदा था, but they had to sell it for 5 rupees. So thus we see that how the story, it revolves around the adventures made by Toto. How we see that here Toto, he was creating chaos in the house, the mischiefs that he did, and finally the family members, they could not bear his presence in the house, and he had to be sold back. So major part of the story, it introduces the adventures, the mischiefs created by Toto. The way grandfather, he bought Toto, then he became the subject of discussion. The way Toto used to frighten the Anglo-Indian ladies, he would just tore the wallpaper, tear Arthur's blazer, then the way he disturbed the other zoo animals, then the way he created a mischief in front of the ticket collector, and the grandfather, he had to pay extra charge there, and the way he disturbed the donkey, female donkey Nana, and at last the way he broke the dish of pulao, that was, he ate everything. So we can say that the story makes an extensive, we can say, explanation of the mischiefs of Toto. Hence title is also appropriate here, because it talks about the different adventures of Toto in the story. The way Toto takes bath, the way he copied the narrator, while taking bath, the way he got stuck into the kitchen kettle while taking bath. So every part is an adventure that is made by Toto here. So this is all about the story, the adventures of Toto. I hope you enjoyed reading the story. So let's have a quick discussion of the questions here, which are there in the book. So you can open the book. And the first question is, how does Toto come to grandfather's private zoo? Ji, just give me a minute. Yes, Kashish, answer the question.
Yes, ma'am. Grandfather was too much fond of the animals. He loved them a lot. So that's why one day grandfather saw Toto, who was tied to a feeding trough in a Tonga, and then he bought the monkey as he looked so attractive from the Tonga driver for 5 rupees.
Yes.
And he thought that it might be added to his private zoo.
Yes, the Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough. And the monkey looked so out of the place that grandfather, he took pity on the monkey and decided to buy it. And he bought it from Tonga driver for 5 rupees. And he decided to keep this animal in his zoo. And this way, Toto, he comes to grandfather's private zoo. Right. Next question. Toto was a pretty monkey. In what sense is Toto pretty? Ishita.
Yes, ma'am. Toto was a pretty monkey. Toto had bright eyes sparkling with the mischief, pearly white teeth, quick and wigged fingers, and the gracious tail that served as a third hand. The smile of the Toto was cute and frightened elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. Although all these qualities tells us that the Toto was a pretty monkey.
Yes, correct. So you will write about the description which describes Toto being very pretty monkey. You will write about that. So his bright eyes, sparkling white teeth like pearls, right? Then the third tail, although his hands were pickled, but they were quick enough, how the tail served him as a third hand, and the smile that he had, which was a cute smile. So although it's the smile, it frightened the elderly Anglo-Indian ladies, but still the author considers him to be a pretty one, right? Next, why does grandfather take Toto to Saharanpur and how? Why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? Vidya.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
The grandfather wanted to go to Saranpur from Dehradun to collect his pension. And grandfather, as the poet, as the writer, could not go to Saranpur with him. Grandfather decided to take Toto with him because he did not want him to be kept at home alone. So he took the monkey Toto to Saranpur, and the ticket collector insisted on calling Toto a dog because he wanted to collect money from grandfather, uh, just because he had kept a dog with him while traveling.
And here you will add one more point, that as per the railway rules, as per the rule book that he was carrying, कि जो quadruped होते हैं वो dogs की category में है, 4 पैर वाले जानवर का पैसा charge किया जाएगा, and Toto had 4 legs, right? So he considered him to be a quadruped, in the category of quadruped, and thus he decided to charge a fare of 3 rupees. Okay, so you will add this line here, that as per the rule book, the ticket collector kept on insisting that Toto was a dog. He insisted on calling him a dog. So ये जो रूल बुक वाली बात है, ये आपको लिखनी है कि रूल बुक के अकॉर्डिंग क्वाड्रूप जो है, स्पेशली जो डॉग्स हैं, दे शुड बी चार्ज विद द फेयर, एंड एज पर द रूल बुक ही केप्ट ऑन कॉलिंग मंकी टू बी अ dog because he was also quadruped. Okay, जी. Next question. How does Toto take a bath, and where has he learned to do this? How does Toto almost boil himself alive? Salil Manan. एक मिनट
Yes, ma'am.
just a minute. Why does grandfather take Toto to Saranpur and how part आपने explain नहीं किया. You will explain that how he kept him in a canvas bag. It was a large canvas bag and some part of hay, dried grass was also kept at the bottom, and he placed Toto inside so that he could not take out his head from that bag. It was properly sealed, right? So that part is to be explained here. Rest all was correct. ठीक है जी. हाँ जी Salil, the answer to the fourth question.
Yes, ma'am. How does Toto take bath? Where has he learned to do this? How does Toto almost boil himself alive? Toto would cunningly test the temperature with his hands and then gradually step into the bath, first one foot and then other, until he was into the water up to his neck. He had learned this from the grandfather. One day, when a large
not his grandfather, he had learned to do this by copying the narrator. Okay?
Copying the narrator.
Yes.
One day, when a large kitchen kettle has been left on the fire to boil for tea, Toto found himself with nothing better to do and decided to have a bath in it, by which he himself half boiled himself.
Yes, okay. So it was a regular habit of Toto taking bath during the winter evenings, and grandmother would prepare water for him. And one day what happened is that he found a huge kitchen kettle kept on fire, and the water was in it, which was kept for boiling. Toto found the temperature to be sufficient enough to take a bath, and he got into the kitchen kettle. But as it was left to boil, so when the water started boiling, he felt the temperature which started rising. So Toto, he tried to come out of it, but as it was cold outside, he could not come out as well. So he started jumping there, and the water started boiling. And it was the grandmother who came to the rescue of Toto. She rescued Toto from there, and this way he almost boiled himself when the water started boiling in the kettle, right? So this way you will explain this answer. And the last one, why does the author say Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long? Who is next here? Let me just see. Anji, Parneet, beta, answer the question.
Toto was a mischievous animal. He would create chaos by his actions. He would break the dishes and tear the clothes. The author did not belong to a rich family, so they could not afford the loss.
Yes, so Toto was a very mischievous monkey, and he was always involved in one or the other mischief. Sometimes he would be tearing things, breaking things, right? So it was quite becoming difficult for the author and the grandfather and the whole family members to bear such kind of losses, because they were not quite well to do, right? They were not so rich that they could bear all the losses. So it was finally decided that Toto was not the sort of pet that they could keep for long, and they decided to sell it back to the Tonga driver, right? I hope the story is clear to you. We have discussed all the question answers, and with this we have come to the end of the syllabus as well. And today I'll post one assignment in the class group. You will do that assignment, and tomorrow we are going to start with the revision. Okay, beta?